Imagine the man behind the laughter, a warm presence in a hospital ward, a familiar face helping friends in need, and a kind stranger quietly changing lives. Robin Williams was not just a beloved entertainer. Behind the scenes, he was a gentle soul whose extraordinary kindness touched people in ways few saw. As director Vincent Ward observed after working with him, "If you have worked with him, you know one thing: what a wonderful, extraordinary, and kind man he was." This is the story of those hidden moments of a funny man who gave so much without asking for anything in return. Robin's compassion shone especially around kids facing illness. On the set of Patch Adams, a film about a doctor bringing laughter to patients, child actor Cameron Stanley, herself undergoing cancer treatment, recalled how Robin behaved off-camera. "He was such a real person, even off the set. He was just trying to hang out with the kids and trying to make us forget that we were sick," she said. She added that Robin was just so wonderful, treating the children like equals and friends. In one lunch break, he ran over to Cameron to chat about lemonade, making the moment feel like hanging out with any friend. This gentle care extended to hospitals too. For 10 years, he freely offered his time and humor to St. Jude children. As a research hospital, St. Jude patients remember him fondly. 10-year-old Darcy Cassidy said, "Williams was funny and nice. Carson made us feel like we were the superstars." During a commercial shoot, St. Jude's director Marlowe, Thomas noted that his adoration for the precious, brave children of St. Jude was only matched by the enchantment they felt for him. In every smile he drew, Robin brought genuine joy and care. In one final act of kindness years before his death, Robin fulfilled a dying 13-year-old girl's make-a-wish. Jessica Cole was too ill to travel to meet him, so he quietly chartered a private jet and flew to her hometown in North Carolina. There he spent the day playing cards and watching football with her. "It was the most moving thing I've ever seen in my life," her father later said, remembering how Robin simply came to spend the day with her like that. Jessica passed away soon after, but that one day of friendship lifted her spirits in her final weeks. Robin's care also touched those battling adversity in his own circle. His closest friend, Superman star Christopher Reeve, was paralyzed in a 1995 riding accident. Within hours, Robin was the first friend to arrive at Reeve's hospital room. Will Reeve recalls, "Robin was the first friend to show up at the hospital after his accident, and in true Robin fashion, he had Reeve laughing by pretending to be a jovial Russian proctologist." Will added, "No one was better at showing up with love and with the right dose of humor than Robin Williams." Robin and his wife Marcia stayed close to the Reeve family for years, offering unwavering support. "Robin and Marcia did so much for us, things that we'll never be able to repay them for," Will Reeve said, grateful that the comic genius also became a devoted friend and caregiver. Robin showed similar generosity to other friends and families facing illness. For example, he donated signed mementos for a Ronald McDonald House fundraiser and regularly called young David Buist, a boy battling cancer, to cheer him on through treatment. David later said simply, "He was a good person. He really tried to make people feel better." In every phone call and gesture, Robin proved that even a busy star can make time to lift a single heart. Beyond individuals, Robin used his influence to help entire communities. He quietly insisted that people on the margins be given opportunities. His daughter Zelda revealed, "My dad, on all of his projects, and especially when he was on tour, would hire homeless people. He would actively give them jobs." This was no rumor. When his office once needed to hire crew, the stipulation came through his contract. For every single event or film he did, the company hiring him also had to hire a certain number of homeless people and put them to work. In this way, dozens of homeless individuals found steady work and renewed confidence, thanks to his unheralded rule. He extended that help to military veterans as well. Following Bob Hope's example, Robin made multiple USO tours to war zones, performing for about 90,000 US service members across 6 tours. Meanwhile, he quietly instructed his film crews to hire former soldiers. He always had production crews hire local veterans to be background actors or things like that on set, recalled actress Lisa Jacob. This steady support earned praise from leaders. After Robin's passing, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel called him a loyal and compassionate advocate for all who serve this nation in uniform. In his hometown, San Francisco and beyond, Robin's heart went out to the homeless. He co-founded HBO's comic relief charity to help them, even demanding homelessness be its focus. Over its 24-year run, Comic Relief raised and distributed over $80 million for people in crisis. He donated generously to shelters, often under anonymity, and once ensured a family remained housed. Even during the filming of Mrs. Doubtfire, a homeless crew member was kept on payroll and given a suit for job interviews because everyone deserves a second act, as one crew member recalled. Robin's kindness extended to causes worldwide. For a decade, he was the cheerful face of St. Jude, appearing in TV spots raising money for children's cancer, and he never charged a dime for his time. That commitment led St. Jude to say, "His humor brought bright smiles and laughter to our patients and families, and his generosity deeply touched the hearts of all who knew him." He was also a tireless fundraiser, passionate about spinal cord research. Motivated by his friendship with Reeve, he joined the board of the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation and hosted multiple charity galas each year. Sports and humanitarian stars likewise noticed his generosity. Cyclist Lance Armstrong said it was a weakness of his that he could never say no. "The guy was a giver." Tennis legend Andre Agassi tweeted, "Robin Williams was one of the kindest, most generous people we have ever known. Even global tragedies saw Robin's quick aid. When a devastating earthquake hit Christchurch, New Zealand in 2010, he quietly redirected his tour earnings to relief. He announced that profits from his Christchurch stand-up shows would go to the Red Cross for quake victims. Traveling families received more than laughter. They found a friend in Robin offering hope and help across the Pacific. Time and again, Robin acted without fanfare or cameras. He once said, "Words and ideas can change the world." And he lived that belief through every simple act of kindness. Good magazine summed it up. At the heart of it all, Williams helped make the world brighter for everyone, regardless of race, gender, income, and situation. He did it not just with his time, his platform, and his money. He did it with his words. Indeed, in poems he quoted and speeches he gave, Robin reminded us to listen close to those whispers of legacy left by caring words. Today we remember Robin Williams not just for the jokes, but for a life lived generously in the shadows. His daughter Zelda asked audiences to follow her father's lead. "If you ever have an opening, at least consider it. It makes an enormous difference for people generationally," she said of hiring someone in need. From children in hospitals to struggling veterans to a single dying girl's bedroom, Robin's compassion echoed across the world. In remembering Robin Williams, we honor the light he brought to others. His legacy is not only on film, but in every life he lifted. Let us carry forward the kindness he showed, quietly helping one another just as he did, so that laughter and hope remain forever. The good stuff. Robin's words. More.